Many smartphones these days offer artificial bokeh in their portrait photography modes, but with the help of a retractable camera, you can achieve true optical bokeh without missing any edges. Chinese brand TECNO is now bringing such a feature to its latest flagship device, the Phantom X2 Pro 5G, which packs a world-first pop-out portrait lens. This is just a little over 2 years after Xiaomi showed off a retractable 120mm equivalent wide aperture lens, but it never left the prototype stage. TECNO's intriguing portrait camera has a 50-megapixel resolution with a relatively large 1/2.7-inch sensor and 1.28 pixel size. Optically, this 2.5x zoom lens offers an f/1.49 aperture, 65mm focal length and 18.9 cm depth of field. When you switch to portrait mode in the camera app, you can see, and hear, the portrait lens physically pop out on the back of the phone. This is complemented with TECNO's self-developed beautification mode with upgraded makeup settings. Up to 3 faces are supported in each image. There's more on this amusingly large camera island. The 50-megapixel main shooter uses Samsung's 1/1.3-inch GNB-ISOCELL 3.0 sensor, which offers 1.2 pixel size and is supported with an f/1.85 aperture. You'll also find a 13-megapixel ultra-wide-angle camera nearby, as well as a 32-megapixel front camera on the other side of the phone in the form of a punch hole near the top of the curved 6.8-inch AMOLED screen. 2400 by 1080 resolution, 120 Hz refresh rate, Gorilla Glass Victus. The Phantom X2 Pro 5G is powered by a MediaTek Dimensity 9000, which is a 4nm octa-core processor similar to the faster Dimensity 9000 Plus found in Asus ROG Phone 6D series. It also packs 12GB of LPDDR5X RAM and 256GB of UFS 3.1 storage, along with a generous 5160 mAh battery with 45W fast charging support. While this phone lacks an IP rating, a company rep claimed that the retractable portrait lens is waterproof and dustproof. The interior of the lens is apparently sealed, and likewise with the connection between the lens and the body. Still, it's probably best to avoid the water when you're carrying this device. If you manage to come across a Phantom X2 Pro, the asking price is around $930, based on the 3,499 Rial price tag in Saudi Arabia, which is probably difficult to justify for just some natural bokeh. There's also the Phantom X2, which is around $215 cheaper and looks very similar, but it only has 8GB of RAM and lacks a retractable portrait camera. You'll instead get a 64-megapixel main camera and a 2-megapixel depth camera, along with the same 13-megapixel ultra-wide camera and 32-megapixel front camera as the Pro model.